welcome to the stage the CEO and co-founder of NESARISE, liju Thomas.
Wow, 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 wow. Hello, friends. So is that the friendly side? I thought the Meet and Network was friendly people, yes? Let's do this again. Hello, friends. You look good. You all look good. Look to your neighbor on your left and say, you look good. Look to your neighbor on the right and say, I look better. How are you all doing? Are you excited? History is being made today on the 27th of July, 2022. In my most favorite city in the world, Dubai, in this amazing land. Think about this, think about this. 60 years ago, where we are sitting right now, 60 years ago was a desert. Think about it. It was a desert full of sand. 60 years ago. 60 years later, the vision of some powerful visionaries have converted this land into a man-made oasis in the midst of a desert. Who agrees this is a good place for history to be made? Yes or yes? Yes. And we have brought you the best of the best. In French, they say crème de la crème. Can you look to your neighbor and say, you are crème de la crème? We have flown you from all over the world. From Italy, from Texas, from the United Kingdom, from India, from all over the world. You are here because you're the best of the best, because you are right now witnessing history. And I'm honored and I'm grateful. You see, I appreciate everything because I come from nothing. Yes? They say a broken heart, an empty wallet, and a hungry stomach are the greatest lessons or teachers in your life. See, I come from nothing, yes. I come from nothing, but today I stand here humble and honored by the grace of God to be here to look at the future visionaries of this amazing company and this merge of two companies that's coming together as one. So I'm really blessed. Give yourselves a round of applause for being here. I have to appreciate Fawad, who left, a person who I know for the last 10 years. And they say longevity is credibility. So I've seen this man grow, I've seen this man develop, and I've seen the leader that he has become, and what he has created in the last 2 years is really phenomenal. And most of you know of his story. But we want to now give you a part of our story so you know a little bit about us. Because you see, when we get into business together, it's good to know who are the people who are working with you, who are the people who are holding your hands, who are the people who's going to jump on this journey with you, fold their sleeves, and take you all the way to the top. Together we are going to win, right? That is why they say TEAM, team stands for together everyone achieves more. Yes or yes? All right, so let's get started. Let me tell you a bit of my story. You see, I am originally from India, southern India, Kerala. When I was born, my dad stamped on me that I'm a Dell computer, D-E-L-L. You're either going to be a doctor, an engineer, a lawyer, or a loser. So I had no choice. I had to choose one of them. So I chose engineering, and I graduated in electrical and electronic engineering from the University of London, and I worked as a senior engineer, and I was looking out to do things that I really wanted to succeed in life, like all of us. So I was looking into the career options that most people go into doing, and I did all of them. So here's the first career option, is a blue-collar worker. Who's a blue-collar worker? An individual who gives his services to the public and gets paid. An engineer, a carpenter, an electrician, or any of those roles. So I did that role, worked as a senior engineer for one of the biggest engineering firms in the world, but at the end of it, I was sick of being tired. I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. Who knows what I'm talking about? If you agree, can you say aye? 4 people. If you agree, can you say aye? That's better. So from there, I went into the next role, which is the career called white collar, which is management, where you're now managing blue collar workers. But at the end of it, I was frustrated. I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. You know, I realized that no matter how high you go up that rat race, you're always going to be a rat. Am I right? So I was not happy there. Then I went to the next role where I can make a lot of money, and that is sales. But the challenge with sales is this: 1 month you do good, the next month you got to do good all over again. 1 year you do good, then your targets reset all over again. And this was a challenge of being in that rat race again and again. Then I thought, you know what, let's try the fourth different career that a lot of people try, and that is traditional business. So I invested a lot of money, went into business, but here's what I realized. A business is only successful if it works with or without you. And not a lot of successful business people will come and help you when you are doing business, because they'll think that you are their competition. So I really didn't enjoy it, and I really went into the last career that most people go into, that is investing. I put a lot of money into projects, but here's the thing. I made some money, but I lost a lot of money. Because the reason is, Warren Buffett is a good investor, yes or yes. But I wasn't Warren Buffett, I was a Warren Muppet. Am I making sense? So I lost a lot of money. And after going through the 5 different careers, I'm thinking to myself, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired, not having enough money, not enjoying the life that I needed to enjoy. And this is when, by chance, I got involved 10 years ago. I was invited to a meeting in the amazing industry of network marketing. And man, I was blown away. I was completely blown away by the fact that this industry is one of the industries that creates the most amount of millionaires in the world. Isn't that amazing? This is an industry that allows ordinary people, teachers, lawyers, doctors, truck drivers, waiters, anybody of ordinary background to come in and live a life beyond their dreams. So this is how I was fortunate to get into this industry. And guess what happened? The first year, I was a complete failure. I was a complete loser. You know why? Because I thought I knew everything. I'm coming from a very high-paid job, and my mentors were telling me that I should follow a system, and I was like, you know, that's not something that I do. I had a big ego. Now, do you know people who got big egos? Ego stands for EGO, edging God out. Because here's what happens. When your ego goes up, your bank balance goes down. Yes or yes? So that's what happened to me. But 1 year later, I saw somebody who started with me in the industry completely transform his life, buy a brand new home, buy a brand new car. And I'm thinking to myself, wow, what an idiot was I. So I said, you know what, let me give this industry a go. Because the facts are real. What's the fact? An industry that created the most amount of millionaires in the world, an industry that's over $200 billion industry, an industry that actually pays out $200 million in commissions every single day. These are facts, and facts you cannot be taken lightly. Am I right or wrong? That is why Abraham Lincoln once said this. Imagine if the tail of a dog is considered as a leg, how many legs does a dog have? Somebody answered 5. The answer is no. It is still 4. Why? Because the tail is considered as a leg. It's not a leg. So a fact is the dog has got 4 legs. So that's the thing. A fact of this industry is, let me give this a go and let's see if I can get success. In a year's time, I followed the system. I followed the mentors. And in a year's time, I was able to achieve success in my life that was quite amazing. I was able to go into my boss's office, put my leg on top of the table and say, you are fired. Isn't that amazing? No, I didn't put my leg on top of the table. But who agrees with me? My boss was giving me too much pressure, too much steam. That's why BOSS. BOSS stands for blowing off serious steam. Yes or yes? Then I was able to do amazing things. I was able to retire my wife who was a lawyer. I was able to do the best thing in my life, that is go to my father and my mother and say, Dad, Mom, you never have to work a day in your life ever again. Isn't that amazing? That's the most proudest thing I've done in my life. Isn't that crazy? Yes. And I became a lover of this industry, but not just that, I was able to change the lives of thousands of people around the world. And literally in 2020, 2 years ago, myself, an engineer, remember, we did our first network marketing company, another individual who was a chartered accountant, again, he was in the same company as I, another individual who was a very senior business head in a big retail company, his first company as well, in network marketing. The 3 of us were very successful in our company. We thought to ourselves, why is it that more people are not able to achieve the success that we are achieving? So which is why we made a decision. Can you say the word decision? 4 people. Can you say the word decision? Better. We made a decision to start NESARISE. so that more people can enjoy the benefits of residual income. More people can achieve the financial freedom that they're looking for. More people can achieve the spiritual freedom that they're looking for. More people can live life at its fullest. And that is why 3 ordinary guys of different backgrounds in 2020, in the midst of the greatest recession in the planet, which is the pandemic, the COVID pandemic, we were out there, crazy guys who was able to set up NESARISE like the same owners of METHER, that is Fawad and Waqas and the team over there. So in the midst of the pandemic, we were able to launch it. Many people said we won't last even 3 months because not a single bank was giving a bank account. No events could be held. But here's what happened. 2 years later, today we are operating in over 160 countries on the planet. Isn't that amazing? We have paid out millions of dollars and pounds in commissions to thousands of people all over the world. We were able to change people's lives in the midst of the pandemic when people were thinking, what am I going to do? Where are we going to go? We were able to do things beyond our wildest dreams by the grace of God and by the opportunity that we were able to give people. Isn't that crazy? So today, as you and I are coming together as one, we are no longer 2. Yes. We are no longer 2, but what? 4 people again. We are no longer 2, but 1. Say the word 1. Very important word. 2 people are coming together as one, so that what we were able to do very powerfully, what METHER was able to do very powerfully, we can now combine together and create history in the world today, where a lot of people do not have a way. They're blinded. They can't see the light. And we can go and tell them, let me show you the light. Come and follow me. And we can do some amazing things. So, as we are creating a real, METHER has created a real blockchain, a real exchange, a real cryptocurrency. Not false, not Ponzi, not pyramid, not illegal. We do real things because we have this rare thing called integrity. Can you say the word integrity? You can now use those coins to merge with what NESARISE has created and the industries that we have come in and create usability. And now we can create this community to work together so all of us will rise together. METHER will rise, NESARISE will rise, you and I will rise. Yes, give yourselves a round of applause. So look at this. We tapped into an industry that actually does $6 trillion of trading every single day, called Rise Academy. You can now give that to the network. We have created an academy that is literally what I believe the best academy in the world in terms of value, in terms of quality. We have gone outside the world, into the world, and searched for the best educators that you can find on the planet who will teach ordinary individuals to get really good results and success very quickly. A very powerful academy called the Rise Academy. When you become a student of it, when you see the quality of education that you get, I promise you, you will be really impressed. What else do we have? We have got Lifestyle by NESARISE, a travel club membership that you will not find anywhere else in the world. A person can become a member, get guaranteed, let me repeat, guaranteed discounts on flights and hotels with a best price guarantee, where we guarantee you that if we can't meet or beat your price, we will pay you your money back and even pay you 10% on top. When you fly, yes, give that a round of applause. You will now be able to use your mobile phone and give memberships all over the world. When people are traveling, listen, I come from London. In a day, 100,000 people are right now flying every day. 100,000. The airports are getting over flooded. You can now give people access, unlimited access to the lounges. You can give VIP concierge services. You can give a personal travel agent to individuals. You can get all these benefits all in one app called Lifestyle by NESARISE. This is a multi-trillion-dollar industry. Now you can take a piece out of it. Isn't that amazing? Look at this. Next one that we've got, NextShield. The biggest crime today in the world is called identity theft crime, which is called cyber crime. People's identities are being stolen left, right, and center. There's something called the dark web where you can actually go in and get everybody's credit card details, date of births, social security numbers, the whole lot. We have created something called NextShield that protects the identities of not just yourself, but you and your family. Identities are covered online. My identity was stolen. Money was taken out of my bank account. My father's identity was stolen. My wife's identity was stolen. My brother's identity was stolen. People don't know children's identities are being stolen today. You can now use Next Shield all over the world, where this now can be given as an individual to ensure their own identity. So something goes wrong in the dark web, and I find Mr. Sharif's name come up. Somebody is using his name. He immediately gets an alert. And through that alert, he will be able to see, hey, your name is flagged up. Change your password. Be careful. Remove the elements that's associated with your bank account. And this is one of the best products that we have created. What's the next service that we have? Called Next Education, another $1 trillion industry. You see, the pandemic taught us that people are learning through the internet. E-learning is the future. We have over 800 professional courses that now people anywhere in the world can plug in, learn the information, and then, see, over 20 years ago, why did I leave India to go to the United Kingdom? Why? To get an education, a British education, to get a British degree and a British certification. Now, anywhere in the world, your people, your individuals, your customers, your family members can go in. They want to learn a language, Spanish. They want to learn Arabic. They want to learn English. They want to learn human resources. They want to learn business management. All of the information through your website, and they get a UK certificate or certified by the UK governing body, all done online at the comfort of their home. Isn't that amazing? And look at this, what else? We've actually got another program called Tech by NESARISE, where anything from search engine optimization, creating a website, creating an application for any kind of level of your customers, you can now get it all through a website. So these are the main services, but look at this. These are just the services that we offer right now, that you can now go and acquire customers for, and your customers will be able to use mCoin and create usability by using all of these essential services around the world. So what we wanted to really become was the Amazon of network marketing. Who thinks that's a good idea? This is powerful. Say the word powerful. This is powerful. Say the word powerful. And this was done in 2 years. It'll actually be 2 years in September. So if in 2 years we were able to do all of this, and in 2 years Mether was able to do its own cryptocurrency, its own blockchain exchange, its own NFTs, its own gaming systems. Can you imagine in 2 years, 2 different companies were able to do this? Can you imagine when the merger of one, when we get one, what do you think we're going to do in the next 15, 20 years? We are not like most companies where there's no substance, there's no leadership. There's real value for your customers, and your customers have got a choice, a plethora of products and services, a buffet of products and services. Now here's a story for you. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All these numbers got together one day, and they had a meeting. They had a conference, and there, number 9 decided, I am the biggest. I am the leader. So you know what number 9 did? Number 9 went and slapped number 8. Number 8 said, why did you slap me? Because 9 said, I am the biggest. Number 8 went to number 7 and slapped number 7. Number 7 said, why do you slap me? Because I am bigger than you. Number 7 went and slapped number 6. Number 6 went and slapped number 5. Number 5 went and slapped number 4. Number 4 went and slapped number 3. Number 3 went and slapped number 2. Number 2 went and slapped number 1. And 1 looked at 0 and said, I can slap you if I want, but I'm not going to slap you. I'm going to shake hands with you, and together 1 and 0, we are going to be 10. And 10 went to the very top. Mether and NESARISE have now come together. And together, we are going to overtake everything out there. Ladies and gentlemen, it's an absolute truth. Because here's the reality of this. There will be some haters out there. Who knows what I'm talking about? There will be some haters out there. There will be some people who will say this is not going to work. They will see some people saying this is absolute nonsense. They will see this is absolute ridiculousness. They will see people who we've seen what we have done in the last 2 years. They'll see all of this and still not believe. But that is when you need to be right now equipped. You need to be vaccinated when you go and meet those people. And remember this, the richest man in China, Jack Ma, he said, when people hate you, don't worry, because people hated me. When people reject you, don't worry, because people rejected me. When people will ridicule you, don't worry, people ridiculed me. When people will not accept your product, don't worry, because they didn't accept mine. Because here's the reality. This is what Jack Ma said. One of the biggest pieces of advice that I've ever heard. If you put money and bananas in front of monkeys, the monkeys will always choose the bananas because the monkey doesn't know that money can buy bananas. Yes or yes? When I came into this industry, I was rejected. Everybody said, does anyone have an emotional mother in this room? Emotional mother. Yes? Combine all your hands as my mother. She said, what's wrong with you, Liju? You're going to leave engineering and your management to do this kind of stuff? I said, yes. And the reality is this, she was against me, my father was against me, till one day I was able to go and retire them. Today my mom and dad says, I always knew he would do really well. Does that make sense? My uncle was a very big hater. Do you know there are haters out there who will really hate you, right? That's why I call haters H-A-T-E-R-S. Having anger towards everyone reaching success. Yes or yes? He said, what is this, Liju? You're all wearing this business thing. You're a businessman right now. You're wearing, when I used to come into the room, into the house, he started to make fun in my family. He says, here comes the businessman. I said, uncle, you're a caveman. So what is caveman? C-A-V-E-M-A-N. Citizen against virtually everything morning and night. Make sense? He said, listen, I see your photos on Instagram and Facebook and you're in suits and you're in very good places. Is this some kind of a cult? I said, yes, we are in a cult, C-U-L-T, creating unique lives together. Does that make sense? You see, the person doesn't understand. When people are going to reject you, don't worry about it, you just brush it off. Because your time will come. Apna time aayega. Apna time aayega. Our time will come when you will be able to go in front of people. But the only thing you got to understand is this. Remember, we are a different class of people, a different breed of people. Who is the largest, or what is the largest animal in the jungle? The elephant. Which is the longest animal in the jungle? The giraffe. Which is the fastest animal in the jungle? The cheetah. But who is the king of the jungle? The lion. Have you ever wondered why a lion is the king of the jungle? Attitude, yes. Here are the three things that I found out. The first thing connects with attitude is mindset. When the lion sees a big elephant, it doesn't say, I need to run. The lion says, dinner. That's the mindset. We are a different kind of people because we see things differently, because we are lions. The second thing that the lion has is never quit attitude. You said it. Never quit. Because here's what it is. The lion knows that the elephant is 50 times heavier than the lion. Even the elephant knows that. The lion knows that the elephant is 10 times bigger. Even the elephant knows that. But the elephant is still scared when the lion walks. You know why? Because the elephant knows that if the lion has made a decision, the lion will not stop till I am dead. Does that make sense? You got to make a decision today on the 27th of July that you will never quit this amazing family that you're in right now. And you're going to take this to the next. Make a decision. Because many times, I was asked once on TV, listen, Liju, you went through some of the most difficult times in your life when you're building this business. Why didn't you quit? An English lady asked me this. I gave my answer in Hindi. I said, the reason I didn't quit is this. Because I said this, Sir kata sakte hai lekin, Sir jhuka sakte kabhi nahi. Does this make sense? You can cut my head, but I will never bow my head. I'm quitting. Am I making sense? So never quit. And the final thing is this, honorable leadership. Can you say leadership? When a lion is sitting over there, in South Africa, I went walking with lions. And I was asking the lion tamer, it's a big animal, I was asking the lion tamer when I'm walking with the lion, why is a lion not eating me? And the lion tamer said, the lion will only eat you or attack you for two reasons. Reason number one, if it is hungry. Reason number two, if its life is in danger. But if it is not hungry and its life is not in danger, don't worry. It's an honorable animal. That is why a rabbit will pass in front of the lion, because the rabbit and the deer will first look, has a lion eaten? Good, so I can walk in front of the lion. But a tiger is not like that. If a person comes in front, the tiger will go and eat it. Am I making sense? Honorable leadership. You see, my friends, these are the characteristics you need as we are building this business. Because here's what it is. Surround yourselves with lions in this room. Any lions in this room? Any lions and lionesses in this room? Because they say when lions get together, it's called a pride of lions. A pride of lions. We are a pride of lions over here. That is the reason why we told you, we are going to take this company to become a multi-billion-dollar company. And the way we're going to make this company into a multi-billion-dollar company is by creating multiple millionaires within the company. Does that make sense? Which is you and I. We are going to be successful together. That's the beauty of this. That is why if you look at the word million and if you look at the word billion, you will see that there is a word intrinsically stretched inside the words, and that word is what? Lion. Which is why, yes, give yourselves a round of applause. Which is why if you want to be a success story in our company, you got to behave like lions. You got to have the right mindset. You got to have the right leadership. And you got to have a no-quit attitude. And that's the only way that you can do. And we're going to do this together. Because as I close, this is what I want to say. I started off in the beginning by telling you our story. I told you how we're going to merge together by creating multi-trillion-dollar industries and to create utility of the coin. I also told you of the element of how we have done our part. You got to do your part now in helping us taking this company to the next level, to the next stratosphere, to the atmosphere above the stratosphere, and that we're going to do this through METHER. Yes? And as we do this, remember, when you go out there, two has now become what? One, and the power of one is very, very powerful. Because at 211 degrees, water is hot. At 212 degrees, water is boiling. The difference between both of them is only 1 degree. But at 212 degrees, when water is boiling, it creates steam. And steam can power a locomotive, just at 1 degree. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. How was Rome built? Rome wasn't built in a day. Rome was built one brick at a time. You see, my friends, when you go out there, you find people and you find the good people out there, one leader can bring you a big victory. And that one big victory can delete your 1,000 failures. Your one big victory can bring you back all the recognition that you deserve because of all the shame that you took. It's all about the power of one. And that's why I want to quote a few verses from my favorite poetry, the power of one, about being one brick at a time. So here's how it goes. You see, one song can spark a moment. One flower can make you sing. One tree can start a forest. One bird can herald the spring. One smile can start a friendship. One handshake can uplift the soul. One star can guide the sailor. One word can frame your goal. One vote can change a nation. One sunbeam can lighten the entire room. One candle can remove darkness. One laugh can remove gloom. One step can start a journey. One whisper can start a prayer. One opportunity can change your life. One touch can show you care. One voice can speak with wisdom. One heart can know what is true. One life can make a difference. It's all up to you. Big things, yes. Big things. Big things are built one brick at a time. Victories achieved one choice at a time. A life well lived is chosen one day at a time. So my family, Go out there and build your victorious empire, one brick at a time. Thank you very much.